This content contains descriptions of spiders and other arachnids, which could be distressing to those with arachnophobia or a fear of spiders. Proceed with caution. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome back to Tabletop Dubshot, a live-action D&D game with all baristas. I am Renee, your dungeon master, and with me is Bela.
A freshly waxed Val.
Whoa.
P.E.
Whoa. Can't touch me with that wax. Buka.
And Jordan.
As no comment. As Pierce.
Last we left off, our group awoke, not to a wax, but they woke up to a dream nightmare scenario in this glass landscape with a fiery sky. They followed this shadowy figure throughout the dream until the landscape collapsed and they all awoke. Everyone in the field, including Talea, Catriona, and Cavino, also seemed to have had the same dream, but Sir Gregory and the other mousefolk did not, realizing that they were not wanting to let people know what happened and not depress them. The group packed up and headed off to the lake. As they approached the lake, they found a mining town that seemed abandoned, which also our party knew that there were some jewels and items that could probably be found and returned back to the keep in an effort to draw out the pyre. As they looked around, the mining town seemed abandoned. They found an elevator shaft that led to the actual mine as they headed underground. And after finding a magical light system, they were able to do a little bit of exploring. Some of the routes that they found in a map showed that a lot of the tunnels had been collapsed. And as they made their way through, they found a gem on a stone pedestal. And as our party approached, they were met with a little digging, a little bit of rocks falling from the ceiling as a monstrous body of a spider erupts from the top. And that is where we are now.
First of all, ew. 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 From the ceiling? That's crazy.
At the, I guess, further away from everybody in the group, it is currently Buka and Talea, who was trying to do some anti-curse blessings on this decrepit gem that seems to be releasing some necrotic energy.
Yeah, I believe we were trying to smack it. Is that
one of you guys was trying to smack it? But the shovel that you have in your hand.
That one
person. As that happens, so as that happens, you guys all immediately look up as the spider itself is still hanging on to the ceiling itself. Its body stretching 15, maybe 20 feet, big bloated stomach. Its legs are long and unnaturally jointed with these very fine but sharp black grayish hairs. And for Buka and Talea, who are the closest, no rolls necessary. You start to see that even like the hairs are moving a little bit, sensing and feeling the room. Its actual carapace is all cracked and mottled at this point, and it doesn't look like a traditional spider's body. It does seem a little bit more armored, a little bit, something that seems to allow it movement in the actual mines itself. Its face is the thing that is the most haunting, almost completely spider's face with just its mouth opening up, beady eyes, 8, 10, 12, 16, 18. It's kind of hard to keep count as you see the eyes are looking around and then immediately look down.
Renee, if you were going to say that his body was at any point humanoid-like, I would have just quit.
I was tempted when creating.
You absolute deviant.
I don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to throw up.
Pierce, that is going to be you.
Pierce, roll to throw up, please.
Just to kind of place positioning for everybody, with Talea and Buka, they are about 20 feet ahead of you guys, right next to the actual stone and the stone pedestal. The rest of you guys are at the tunnel entrance.
Are we closest to the spider?
You guys are about 30 feet below.
How fast am I? I'm about to be 60 feet away. Anyway, Pierce,
There.
Pierce, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so it's a pretty good distance away from me then, because I'm still like relatively at the entrance of this.
Yeah, so the distance itself, we can do the math if we really need to, but 20 feet ahead of you, but it is still, like I said, about 30 feet on the actual ceiling.
Right. Is there...
That'd be 50 feet. Just so everybody at home knows, 50 feet. Yep.
A squared plus B squared.
Well, actually,
Hypotenuse.
don't on that. What is it? Math. Somebody do math.
What are we mathing?
Yeah. I don't
Pierce,
remember.
what would you like to do?
Anyway, is there I'm assuming there's no like spears anywhere in this place, just tools for like actual mining.
I have bows.
As far as the equipment around, you can go ahead and make a perception check.
Sure.
And a pickaxe. I also have a
17.
pickaxe.
17. You do notice some equipment. You don't notice spears, but you do seem to notice they are a little bit sharpened, but posts, that wooden like blocks and posts that seem to be used probably for maintaining parts of the tunnel, about 20 feet on the other side of Buka and Talea,
So
up
like
against
50,
the wall.
40 feet away from me then, because they're 20 feet away from me. Okay. Sick. There's no like pickaxes or anything next to me, near me?
Next to you.
No.
Should
You
have
do
picked
have-
one up.
You do have a torch in your hand. You can also hold an action. So
Yeah, would throwing a torch count as an action if I'm not doing it to cause damage?
are you attempting to use it as
I'm trying to get the spider's attention.
get the attention? I'll just count it. I'll just have you do an athletics check, but I'll just count it as an object interaction.
Okay, so I want to light one, and then goal is to just either try to hit it to capture its attention to hopefully draw it to me rather than those folks directly below.
I think the spider will be more scary if it's lit on
He
fire,
said,
though.
I don't think it'll light on fire.
You don't
said
know.
He said athletics check.
Yeah.
Okay, 14.
14. It doesn't quite hit it. It is some distance away, but there is like a point as the torch, and at some point as it's literally careening through the air, that it does start to turn off, but it's still lit enough as the eyes are peering down at the two that are by the stone pedestal, and then you immediately feel all 20 something eyes just drift towards you.
Nice. That was a good 36-foot toss.
Cool. I think that will be. I'm gonna use some of my movement because I'm at the entrance of this character
With everybody
tavern,
else.
with everybody else, right? So I'm gonna, as it draws its attention to me, I'm gonna run like not through the center, but like around, if I can.
Yeah, left or right.
I'll go left, but I'm gonna go. I'll go my full 30, and then hold like a fighting position with my sword.
And then you can hold an action. The
Mhm.
moment that something gets close to you, you can take a swing.
Cool.
Very cool. That is going to be Cavino. As he sees all this happening and he sees you throw the torch, he's like, what the hell, my guy? And then he sees the eyes look towards you guys, and then you run. Oh, we're not running. Okay. And he takes off the pack and puts it down, pulls up his pants a little bit, and then looks around at you, Val, and it's just, so we're not running?
It doesn't look like it.
Okay, we'll divert its attention, and jogs over, taking 25 feet of movement in the opposite direction of Pierce, and so goes on the other side of the cave and is going to hold an action as well. That is going to be the Broodmother.
The
Ugh.
uh,
Mother means children. Get out of here. No.
As its eyes are directed towards Pierce at this point, it is going to use some movement and it is going to jump as it pushes off from the ceiling. A little bit more of the rock and stone crumble above you, Buka and Talea, as it makes its way towards you. Pierce, go ahead and roll me a DC 10 dexterity saving throw.
I'm gonna have advantage. Nice. Yeah, I'm fine. I got a
Cool. You immediately feel
20.
as it lands on the ground, just the actual physical weight and blow of landing on the ground. You feel that you could have fallen prone, but you will maintain your footing. It is going to take some attacks at you, but you do have your action prepared.
Cool. Yuck. Would I still be allowed to use Enter Rage before my attack?
We could say that you went into rage before.
Okay. Cool. So as I enter Rage,
Yeah, because
I'm
it would
going to-
still be up until your next turn anyways.
right.
So as a bonus action, we can say that before all this, you went into a rage.
Cool. As he or she, I guess, lands right in front of me, I'm going to hard plant as I go into rage and aim specifically for one of the legs.
Go for it.
Oh, what a night! I got a nat 20.
Go ahead and roll damage. As you are doing that, Pierce, just because you are in such close proximity, you are right within melee. Its mandibles are wide open. It's just reeking breath is going out. And you notice blood. There's a lot of dried blood amongst its mandibles and these fine hairs that it has across its body. Some of it dried, some of it not quite as dry.
So I'm going to do 21 damage. Full
Jordan.
two-handed swing. This thing is like armored, so I'm relatively, at least for now, going to avoid the body because I'm not really sure what the struggles I might encounter as far as trying to actually pierce it. So as it landed, I like
Pierce.
picture it being.
Haha.
What happened?
What are you gonna do?
You're gonna pierce it.
Okay. No.
He did it!
As it lands in front of me, I picture it. I mean, maybe not right in my face, but legs almost so long and like almost surrounding me. And so I like, as I plant and swing towards one of the legs, I try to actually cut through it.
Immediately cuts through one of the legs, and just green and black ichor and blood just spray against the wall. And just a howling screech as it starts to shake the room itself. It is going to take its attacks on you now.
Of course.
It is going to take 2 attacks on you. I was going to take 2 bite attacks at you, sorry. An 18 to hit.
Yeah.
And a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
Righty. That is going to be 13 piercing damage, halved to 6.
Mhm.
And it is going to take a sting attack at you.
From what
So
stinger?
13 damage from like from both combined.
Combined.
Okay, cool.
And then a 17 to hit.
Yeah.
As from its torso, you guys are seeing this spider body, and then almost like a wasp, from its back, a stinger comes in, shoots, strikes your body, and you feel it pierce underneath just the rib cage. And you are going to take an additional 7 piercing damage, halved to 3, as 9 poison damage. That is not halved.
Yeah.
If Pierce becomes a were spider, I don't know what we're gonna do.
Leave him in the mine.
That is going to be Val with Buka on deck.
So the spider's on the ground now, right? Because they're attacking Ding.
Yes.
Icky.
Or I'm sorry, it's going to be Val followed by Talea, followed by Buka.
What the-
I don't want to use Hail of Thorns, but can I take a shot at it with my bow?
Yes.
23 to hit?
23 definitely hits.
Perfect. And then damage is 11.
11 points of damage. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What does it look like as Val sees everything happening and takes her shot?
Val is not moving from close to the exit, as experienced from last time. She does not want to die. So She thinks this thing is really gross, but she will take a shot at its thorax abdomen area where it was very plump.
Immediately, as soon as you strike, just another like howling screech. Pierce, you're hearing this in 4D as you are it right in the middle of all this.
Yeah.
Any bonus actions from
She throws up. No, I'm gonna hide behind the nearest like rocky structure.
yeah, there's like random like stalagmites and stalactites that have kind of formed over the years.
Perfect.
Beautiful. That is gonna be Talea. Obviously, right now, currently next to Buka, and is gonna cast. Definitely saw that Pierce got hit, and is gonna cast a second level healing word.
Nice.
Ooh.
You are healed for 10 points.
Thank you.
The word is she looks at you and clutches her holy symbol. Says, "Don't die, please."
You got it. You're like
Buka.
I ducked under.
It's large enough. You can look underneath it.
Oh, perfect. I
Yeah.
love that.
Okay, so I'm still what at this point 15 feet away from it because yeah, cool. 15 feet away. I'm going to. Can I cast Dissonant Whispers on this spider? Does it have ears?
It does have ears. You can hear.
Yes. I'm going to whisper in this spider's ears and say, "Ew, you're gross." And it's going to be cast at the second level.
I'm assuming in its ears from a distance.
Yes. But it's one of those, the cavern is like specifically built so that way if you whisper from one spot, you hear it loud and clear in another spot. And that spider just so happens to be in that other spot.
Do they roll anything?
They roll, yes. Wisdom saving throw. 14.
Surprisingly, not very wise.
Nice.
Just gross.
2 on the die. No way that
Okay, we're going to do 46.
it's a giant spider. You guys, I don't know what to tell you, but
Yeah. Let me get all my little D6s. Okay. 46 coming at him. Oh, whoa. 22 points of damage.
Nice.
We're
Yeah.
gonna beat this thing
That's a
up.
good roll.
And it gets pushed 10 feet away from me.
Not towards the exit, right?
That is towards the exit. Yeah, right towards you guys.
because it
Why
can't
do
go any further because it's just the wall of the
Yeah.
actual cave.
Oh, I guess, yeah. Directly away from me is like in between. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
one of its like a couple of its legs reach over you as you are underneath the body of this thing, Pierce. As it just, I need someone to roll me a d4.
Nose goes.
And then it's the top number that's facing you, right?
Yes,
Mhm.
1.
cool. That is gonna be Catriona, and she is going to hide.
Nice.
She goes a little bit further deeper into the cave, and yeah, no way in hell any of you guys are seeing her,
That's about right.
but is going to use up some movement to get all that going and kind of position herself in a different spot. That is back to Pierce.
I'm going to go for another attack. Full two-handed swing. For a 17.
17 hits.
Oh, God. That's so sad. Yeah. For 9.
9 damage. As you go and you're trying to cut like another
hold
one
on.
of its legs
So
off.
sorry, pause. I forgot to add my 2 for rage.
Yeah, another
So
2.
11.
Right on. As you try and go and get as you're underneath and try to cut at one of its other legs, there is like a point where you think it's going to cut through, and hairs themselves on its legs almost seem to tighten and become almost metallic, and it still hurts it, but it doesn't quite cut through in the same way that your previous cut did. It is going to use up its web. Go ahead. Yeah, that's going to hit. Pierce, go ahead and give me a DC 16 strength check.
This should be so easy. Pierce eats strength checks.
He does have advantage on this.
Yeah.
Oh my God. For the viewers at home, this man fully just chucked it across the room.
Yeah.
He's left the screen.
Mhm.
Okay, we have him back.
first one rolled was okay, anyways. I got 17.
17.
I didn't
Oh,
even look at it first. I didn't want to
No,
know.
you're good. You're good. You are not restrained. You're able to cut away some of the webbing with the sword. The 15 feet around you does become difficult terrain.
Sick.
That is going to be Cavino. Cavino jogs over to where Buka is and is looking at the whole situation and just, are we gonna get in there?
Buka still has the shovel in his hands. He goes, well, I was just gonna. Do you think if I hit the gem, she'll go away?
I mean, you can try it.
Okay, I'll do that. What are you gonna do?
I mean, I'll get in there if you need me to.
I would.
I'm like a close quarters kind of. Any kind of shows a little, almost like a boxing
Yeah.
little jig.
Yeah. Like, okay. Yeah, go for it. I mean, you hit the spider and I'll hit the gem, and then we'll report back in what, 1 round?
Okay. Goes over and is going to take a swing. He does get 1, technically 2 attacks. 1 regular, both unarmed, but regular attack and an unarmed strike.
punch it. Just
Well, first one's a nat 1.
he falls back.
Luckily, the next one is a 19 on the die.
Yes.
He's, after having this conversation, he heads over to where Pierce is and just fully hits like the thorax of it, and expecting, I don't know, the thing that Pierce has been hitting and striking at, and just fully feels wet sack of who knows what, and does 0 damage. Immediately, the spider turns around, sees him, and just, hey, pretty, and swings up, and does get a hit in for 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
What a guy.
Every point counts.
That is gonna be the Broodmother, and is gonna take a couple of bites at our guy.
No.
Not at me this time.
Well, we've got 2 guys
Well,
in there.
Yeah, well, he's also the one that just swung on it.
True.
Oh, okay. No, Camino.
Ooh, 2 definite hits.
Oh.
Oof.
12 points of piercing damage,
Oof.
and he is not looking great.
How you gonna not look great and be 300 years old? No, he's not that old. How old did he say he was?
Is
I
it?
don't think he said.
And then he is, and then the Broodmother's going to take a sting attack as well.
He's
This is bad.
For a 17 to hit, which will hit.
why did you
Okay.
tell him to go in?
8 points of piercing damage.
First of all, why is he asking me? I have a shovel in my hand swinging at a rock.
Hey, it's all good. It's going to be fine. And 11 points of poison damage.
Oh, he's freaking dead.
And you guys see Cavino as the thing kind of juts in the same similar location that Pierce got hit, and just says, she's not even that strong. And then gets lifted up a little bit, and then the stinger retracts and his body just falls on the ground.
No.
That is going to be Val with Talea on deck.
Where am I to the bag though?
You're right next to it.
Oh, perfect. Can I pick it up?
Sure.
Cool. I'm gonna pick up the bag, and then how far is the gem to where I am?
20 feet.
Can I make it there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go run towards the gem, and then can I use the bag to just scoop it without touching it? Or is that too many actions?
I'll count that as your action.
Okay.
Yeah. You go in and you open up the bag, and it immediately goes in the bag.
Okay. It's
Cool.
my action.
At this point, you are next to Talea and Buka.
Yeah.
Very cool. That is your movement. Talea looks around, just says, "Did he just die?"
Yeah.
Did he what? I was getting ready to swing my shovel at the rock, and then Val took the rock away. I turn and I see Cavino. And I fall to both my knees as I drop the shovel on the ground, even though it's not my turn. Whose turn is it? Talia.
Talea, with Buka on deck. She's gonna hit him with another second level healing word. He is healed for 10 HP as well.
He came back to life?
He wasn't. I mean, he was downed.
Yeah, he's not dead.
No one checked for a pulse.
Yeah, you took his.
You
bag.
literally just took his bag.
I'll give it back. He was too far from me.
His bag was with him, wasn't it?
No, he took it off.
dropped it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, because he went all monk-ish as he's like, that is gonna be Buka's turn.
As he's starting to pop back up and Puka's dropped the shovel by now, he goes, okay, I gotta go get him. And I'm gonna run in to attack the spider, pulling out my rapier.
Let's do it.
I am going to do a distracting strike.
Very cool.
A distracting strike is when I hit a creature with a weapon attack, I can expend one Buccaneer die to distract the creature, giving my allies an opening. And if I hit, I can add the die to the attack roll as well.
Okay.
Or to the damage roll as well.
Do it.
So, Renee, 30, I can use it for the attack and the damage, or just the damage? Both? Let's go. Okay, but it uses one of my bardic inspirations in order to do so. So, with my rapier, 16 plus 5, 21 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Let's go. D8 plus my D2.
Roll those dice.
Nice. 12 plus 5, 17 damage.
17 damage. This thing is not liking the hits.
Come on. And now the next attack by an ally to this creature has advantage.
Ooh, that's going to be fun because your next ally is going to be Catriona, who is currently...
Yes. Come on.
Even know where she is.
I need somebody to roll me a D4.
I'll roll it this time.
Thank you. Even though I know what it is now.
A 1.
A 1? Cool.
Damn it. I don't know what the heck is going on.
We're
It's
fine.
the babies.
It's the babies.
Cool. That is going to be Catriona's turn. They are going to make a roll to see if they hit. They do get to do this with advantage. 26 to hit.
Nice.
And they roll 18 points of damage.
Get huge.
As from somewhere deep in the cave, you guys see an arrow fly through the cave, and just immediately as this thing is facing most of you guys now in the actual center of the cave, in one of its mandibles, the arrow just pierces through as there is this arrow just sticking out. As you guys are looking at the arrow that it's jutted out of its mouth or out of its mandible, you guys start to see along its full body, there are like these spines that line the back, and along especially for those that are close by, you guys see old bones and rusted tools that have become trophies on the body of the Broodmother herself. With that, since the Broodmother does see, actually we need to see if she re-roll or if she recharges it or not. With a 5 out of a D6, I need Buka roll me DC 16 strength saving throws.
You absolute, part of my language, bitch. 11.
He's gonna have to do it with disadvantage. He's literally prone. He has decent dex.
Oh, it's Dex?
Or it's strength, sorry. It's
you monster.
It says strength. I don't know what you want me to do. Listen, I make up the creature. I don't make up the stats. Okay?
Yeah.
Strength is not gonna do it.
This man.
Now you see this happening as you grab the stone with your bag. You see immediately from that thorax that you shot at earlier, the stinger has retracted and web fluid. So you are currently both restrained.
Restrained. Okay. That just means no movement, right?
I can read you the language for restrained.
Learning moment.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Tabletop learning moment. A restrained creature's speed becomes 0, and it can't any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
Interesting.
And the creature has disadvantage on all dexterity saving throws.
That's okay.
Yeah. That's basically it.
I thought I would.
That is going to be Pierce with Cavino on deck.
I'm gonna swing again at the same leg that I swung at last time.
Right.
20 something to hit. 20.
Definitely hits.
Yeah, 24. Where is this? Nice. 13 damage.
13 damage. Hell yeah. It is looking hurt.
Kill it.
It's not quite on death's door, but
It's not really hurt. It's just hurt.
it is
Kill it.
hurting.
It's hurting. Who hurt you?
Hurt
Very
people.
cool.
Hurt
Mm.
spiders.
That is going to be Cavino. He
This poor guy.
He's just taking a nap.
so
He does
yeah, so that's an 8 on the die.
Mhm.
To do what?
His deck, he's more dexterous than he is
Strong.
strong.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
Still stuck in the web, I'm assuming. Yeah, me too.
Oh man.
That is going to be the Broodmother. It sees 2 helpless victims. It's
One looking like
gonna
a really cute kid playing in the sand, first of all. And it's
Uh-huh.
brood mommy, does not want to hurt children.
cool. It's going to take 2 bites at you. 16 for the first one,
Yeah.
and a dirty 20 for the second one.
That one also hits.
Cool. You guys are doing great.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, listen, hear me out. You guys are doing great.
Is this where we die?
No, you're good. No, not
I'm-
necessarily.
I'm solid. I'm chilling.
You're solid.
I keep hitting it to get its attention, but people are stuck in webs. So
And also, Buka did do a distracting strike, so
I
that
was
too.
trying to help the friends.
17 points of damage
Mm.
To who?
to Buka.
Oh, I was like, Kavina's already.
And it is going to take a sting attack at.
Mm.
Well, of course it does.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be good. My boy's going to live. He'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
14 points of poison damage as
Hey,
from.
Hey Renee.
Yeah.
Don't even roll more damage, okay? You don't need it.
Well, this is
Lucas,
14
Yeah, go for it.
for Cavino, who is
Oh.
trapped underneath. As you, at this point, it's kind of even hard to see where the body is because of the amount of web fluid. As
Mhm.
another stinger just juts into, and you can almost hear it hit the ground through his body. Cavino is downed.
This poor man.
We've tried to find his fatal flaw. It's
You
this.
wanted him to suck so bad last time.
I found it. Like,
He's good vibes.
He's good.
I don't want to kill him. I just wanted to know.
Oh no.
He's just good vibes. Okay.
Good vibes.
that is
Here
gonna
for a
be-
good time, not a long time.
Oh, it's gonna be Val.
It's difficult terrain over there, right?
It is
Yeah.
difficult time over there.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
around the difficult terrain and make it back to my rock that I was hiding behind in the beginning.
Sure.
And then
Oh,
can I hit the spider mommy with my bow, please?
Go ahead and roll to see if you hit.
A 13.
13 total or 13 on the die?
13 total.
13 total.
What does it look like as the bow, or as its arrow does not find purchase?
I think I'm so distraught by seeing Cavino die twice that I am so distracted and I biff it and I'm like, poof, and then it hits the side of the wall.
As you hit the side of the wall, there's like that ringing sound. There's the sound of combat. There's not that much other sound going on. The ringing kind of permeates through the cave, and it just becomes this loud, low buzzing sound.
I go back to hiding.
That is going to be Talea. Bless her heart, man, for freaking saving all you jabronis. She is. Oh, someone roll me a luck check. I'll say 5 through a 15. Some part of him is visible.
Okay.
I'm on it. Don't blame me if this doesn't work.
Hot dice, hot dice.
I got 10.
10. Okay, cool.
Yay.
Yeah, as some of the webbing literally got shredded as that happened, she is going to cast Mass Healing Word.
Oh, get huge.
Anyone in the vicinity that has taken damage, go ahead and take pretty good 8 points of healing.
Heck yeah.
The only one that hears this, because his mouth is still, you hear a muffled screaming from underneath the web as Cavino comes back. He's like, why is this keep happening?
Stop dying.
Get me out of here, dude. Buka, I know you're there.
Help.
Buka, I know you're there. Get me out of here, man. Buka, get me out of here, man.
Booga starts like pretending, like not pretending. He's trying to swim through the web to get to him, to uncover
You
him.
can't swim.
I kind of know what swimming looks
Your
like.
hands just get stuck.
Aren't you also stuck in the web?
Yeah, I'm stuck in the web. This is flavor, Jordan. It's flavor. I
It's
can't
spice flavor.
He's
Jordan, it's
white.
spice.
For the viewer or the listeners at home, Jordan's white, but still tanner than me.
It serves as an action. The restrained target can make a strength check bursting the web. So it takes up your.
Do I have? Well, I guess it's not disadvantage because it's a saving throw. Can I cast Dissonant Whispers again?
Yeah.
Yes. I still whisper, "You suck." And it is a Wisdom 14 saving throw.
So it did get a 5 on the dice, but it does add a -1. So,
Yes.
so
Let me grab my dice real quick. Okay. That's worse than last time. For
Okay.
sure. 14.
It is looking hurt.
And am I directly underneath, or am I like to the side where she can be moved now away from me?
Immediately starts scuttling even more up along the wall. So at this point, it's like on the wall itself.
Okay.
And it lets out this blood curdling, like scream, like from the depths of its body. That buzzing, ringing sound hadn't quite gone away. And the sounds of bodies, as the hole that it carved its way out of. On also initiative 10, hundreds of small spiders start.
How small is small?
Not that small, but
Yeah, the spider's huge. So
Smaller spiders.
as hundreds of spiders start making their way into the room.
No, that's
That is gonna be Cat not wanting to be left alone as there's these swarms of spiders climbing down the walls themselves. So they're still currently up in the ceiling, but they've started to make their way in. And Cat is gonna use up her full movement and is going to cast. As she uses up her movement, she's actually gonna cast Minor Illusion and keeps like another basically version of herself still crouched over there as she bounds her way towards you guys. Looks at everybody that's it's still kind of up and running and just says, "Where's Buka? Cavino, where are you guys?"
Hey. Hi. Are we leaving now?
We gotta get going.
Okay. Well, Cavino, time to wake up.
That is gonna be Pierce with Cavino on deck. Pierce, you look up and just see 150 spiders just.
Can I perceive roughly how big these things are?
Yeah, no, 100%. They're probably about palm sized. Big, but comparatively.
They're
Burn
like
them.
they're like the average big spider, but
Yes.
they're babies.
Is
Yeah.
palm size an average big spider?
Depending on the
Depends on whose
Depends-
palm.
Depends on the
True.
species.
Also, I mean, you gotta
have
think
small palms.
body to legs.
Mm-hmm. True. Okay. So all encompassing.
I'm
Inside
counting
the
it as
palm.
all encompassing. This is the
All-
spider.
Like a
Inside the
tarantula?
palm.
Like a
They are-
tarantula.
Okay.
But tarantula's
think
legs are a lot
tarantulas.
shorter comparatively. This one has like
Yeah.
long
Oh,
legs.
okay.
Right.
So more fragile than a
Mhm.
tarantula.
For sure.
Yes.
Weird. Oh.
I'm still essentially under this thing, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna swing at it.
Take a swing at it.
Don't miss. 16.
16. 16 misses.
Ah, son of a
What the hell?
What the hell?
What the hell? What the hell?
Finally,
LeBron
the
James?
armored carapace comes into play.
It just dings off as
My
this
last swing was
thing.
17, and I hit. You didn't say barely hit, so I wasn't really sure.
I'll say part of it. I'll say just for the visual, because it still is right within melee. At least one of its things would be. But at this point, it has like started crawling up the wall itself. So like every other time that you've swung at it, it has fully just been in melee with you. And in this one, you almost have to like take like a jump, like swing at it, and you're just not able to get enough of a deep cut to actually start making any damage on it. So
Right.
its hairs almost seem to catch the blade a little bit.
Gross.
Absolutely disgusting.
That's my turn.
Cavino, God bless him.
Whoa.
Just get my boy out of there, okay? You guys just hear the strain as he's attempting to make his way out of the bindings.
Oh, can
Can we
can
help
I
him?
have given him bardic inspiration for that?
Bonus action, I'll allow it.
Cool. Yeah, I'll burn it.
What does he add?
D6.
D6. Okay. He needs a 6 on. Not impossible.
Improp.
With a 6 on the die. With Buka's words of encouragement, just like a freaking mummy from a catacomb, just still wrapped up, but he's able to pull his body up. He rips away the webbing, spits out a little bit of it. That sucked, guy. Let's get, and then he sees up. Oh, yeah, we gotta go. We gotta go. As he starts to pull himself up, uses half movement to get out. Still difficult terrain, specifically where you guys are at. But he is on his feet.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to bonus action dash towards Val and Talea and Cat at this point, because they've all made their way
Towards the exit.
well, they're still in the center.
Oh, they're in the center. Okay.
Yeah. But he is he's
No,
gonna
I'm
try to.
hiding behind the rock.
There's no mechanical thing for actually hiding. You can take a level in Rogue if you really want. But
no, like I'm towards the exit though. I'm not in the middle, is what I'm trying to say.
oh, did you use
So
the
I ran
movement?
it. Yeah.
Well, you said you hid. You didn't say you went to the end.
I said I wanted to run back to where
where
I
she
was
was
in the
before.
beginning. Yeah, and then go behind the stag rock thing.
Okay.
Replay it here.
Insert playback here.
I go back to hiding.
Okay, Renee. Yep.
Okay. Either way, though, he is free. So he's with the twins right now.
Come on.
Away from the spider. That's what matters.
That is
Yes.
what matters.
And at this point, the only ones that are really in proximity is Pierce.
Yeah, because I pushed the spider away from us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Which, speaking of, that is going to be Broodmother. With everything that's happening, she is going to take some movement and start crawling up the actual wall
the
of the
wall.
mine.
Is she running?
She's running.
Opportunity attack?
Pierce, you
Yeah,
may take
can
an
I take
opportunity attack.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
For everybody at home, for the second time, Pierce has fully missed the dice
I
tray.
almost missed again. Dirty 20. For that one.
Dirty 20 hits.
Goodness. 12 damage.
12 damage. This thing is on death's door.
Oh, we want him.
It is looking hurt. It uses its full movement, and it just, at this point, its body is fully covered with its little baby spider infants, as a large chunk of them are on its back, just in the creepy way that spider babies do with their moms. But the rest of them are starting to make their way down. That is going to be Val with Talea on deck.
Perfect. I would like to cast Hail of Thorns and then use my bow to shoot at the opening where the baby spiders are coming from, / where mommy spider is trying to go back to.
Ooh, I love it. Go ahead and see if you hit.
Okay, so
For you guys and for everybody listening, we are going to use swarm mechanics. There are way too many spiders. It's not like I'm going to make you guys obviously roll for individual ones. So we're going to do swarms of them. And so the nice thing also with Hail of Thorns is you could potentially hit other swarms.
Okay, so I got it. 26 is a 26 hit.
100%. Yeah.
Perfect. And then would it be adding Hail of Thorns to my bow attack? I didn't clarify last time, I don't think. Or would it just be Hail of Thorns?
So you can still hit with your bow, and then Hail of Thorns is its own separate damage.
Icky. So 8 damage on the bow, 5 damage for Hail of Thorns. So a total of 13. Right?
What kind of damage is Hail of?
I believe it is. Let me see.
It's
I
piercing.
don't know. Is it? Okay, piercing.
Cool. And then I believe it covers the space around it as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do they have to roll anything or?
In addition to the normal effect of the attack, the target of the attack and each creature within 5 feet of it must make a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 1d10 piercing damage on failed save or half as much damage on a successful one. There you go.
So they take damage no matter what. That's nice.
Oh my god. One of the swarms does succeed. The other two definitely don't. As the thorns themselves start to like sprout along the roof of this mine area that you guys are in, as one of the swarms is just fully decimated as it's caught up in the thorns, and you see the body of one of them is just caught up with the arrow. One of these swarms fully gone. The other two, one looking a little bit more hurt than the other, have been caught a little bit more up in the thorns. But you guys see that this area of effect does seem to have more of an impact than just maybe a traditional weapon. That is going to be Talea. Talea is going to use up her last 3rd level spell and cast Spirit Guard. As that happens, for anyone that is nearby or can see Talea, you guys, the room illuminates even more as these like spectral figures start making their way around her and almost create this protection around her, as you start to see different forest animals in this ethereal kind of light form making their way around her. One of them even looking a little bit like Sir Gregory, as these animals create the spirit guardians around her. She looks at everyone, and then, because obviously she was next to the stone when it got taken. We have the stone, you guys. Let's get going. Sounds like a plan?
And break.
I'm out of here. And then starts making her way and uses up her movement to start making her way towards the exit. That is going to be Buka.
I'm still stuck in this web, right?
You are still stuck in this web.
God dang it. The spiders are coming. I'm stuck in a web.
I'm still
Let's
with you,
see. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to use my action to try to get out of this web. Still strength. Dang it. Somebody's just gonna have to freaking come over here and cut me out. 13?
13 does not do it. You do start to feel some of the strands start to like tear and rip. Cavino next to you was able to kind of get out with your assistance. He looks, he just says, I'll get you out, buddy. Don't you worry.
Okay. Can I bonus action?
Yes, you may.
I would like to bonus action the healing word Covino.
Oh, he's like, I would really appreciate it, my guy.
Brother. And it is going to be, oh, nice. 5.
Oh, he is very thankful for
Okay, and I sit there and I wiggle and I say, help. And that is my healing word.
I love it. I love it. Love it. The swarms are going to make their way down. Pierce being the closest to the walls. They are going to take, 2 of the swarms are going to take bites at you. First one is a 2 to hit, definitely not going to hit. And the second one is an 18 to hit.
18?
Yes.
Yeah, that hits.
Pierce, you start to feel spiders all over your body as they start taking bites at you. You take total 12 piercing damage, have 2/6. But you just are feeling like them all over you. And as you're seeing the amount, you feel that in and of themselves, they might not be like as individuals, they might not be super dangerous, but it's like the physical amount. That is going to be Katrina. She is going to. She's gonna do rogue stuff, y'all.
Nice.
She's gonna run and then bonus action dash. She makes her way. She says, I'm gonna go to the elevator. Sees everything. Everyone hurry up. And dashes up.
Jeez.
She will take. Oh, you know what she will do? She still has an action. Before she fully leaves, as she's leaving the room, moving incredibly fast, has her bow out in her hands, pulls back the drawstring, shoots an arrow, and then where you felt the webs start to tear away, she's able to shred through them. And you feel just like the tear as the web finally rips away. You are still in the same spot, obviously, but you are no longer webbed down.
Come on. Let's go.
And that is going to be Catriona. That is going to be Pierce with Cavino back on.
This spider's too far away for me to hit it, right?
Correct.
That's fine.
I will say where you are, you're only about 15 feet away from the
those things that I'd seen earlier.
The pickaxes and like the staves.
Cool. Do I feel like the staves was like the kind of like post spear looking?
Yeah, those ones would be a little bit more like unwieldy. The pickaxe it's a pickaxe. You could probably just chuck it. So
sure, I'm gonna go for it. So I'll use 15 feet of movement to get over to the pickaxes and snag one and throw it at the Broodmother.
Yeah, since you're doing like a full just strength based thing, go ahead and roll. What do you normally add to your plus with your sword?
My sword, 5.
5. I'll go ahead and just add a +5. It's you chucking it. So
yeah. It's 23.
23 definitely hits.
What do you want me to do for damage?
For damage, it will just be, what's your strength modifier normally?
+3.
+3 and then +2 with rage.
Right.
1d4 +5.
Okay. Nice. 9 damage.
Pierce, how would you like to kill this Broodmother?
Just thinking about the fact that it's like a pickaxe and not just like a regular weapon. As I am still in rage, I like get over to the pickaxes as fast as I can. I plant to throw this thing because I know it's up, climbed into the wall now. And as it rotates almost like barely missing its legs and the stuff sticking off its back before the pickaxe finally rotates down and goes into its head.
As it digs in, it started carving its way through the the hail of thorns. It was like taking some damage as well, just from the thorn physically slicing through it. But at this point, it had felt the danger of it, and just the one final, nail on the coffin. The pickaxe goes flying, and it embeds deep into its head, and its body, massive body, was starting to make its way through the original entrance that it came out of. and falls 10, 20, 30 feet until you just hear this massive crash, killing and crushing some of the little swarm that it had on its back. And then this massive, just like rock that it had been using to dig its way up. In its fall, one of the rocks had gotten loose and just collapses on its green and black ooze just coming out of its body. Everyone go ahead and give me perception.
20, a nat 20. So
Oh,
25.
18.
Got a 9.
Pierce is so hyped about what just happened.
Pierce grabs another pickaxe and bat flips it like he hit a home run.
With a 9, Pierce, you do see at this point, maybe they just got left after. I mean, now you've seen this spider. You do notice they don't seem to be as innately magical or arcane as the floating gem, but you do notice some precious stones that seem to have been mined out close to where the pickaxes are.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll a d4.
3.
3. You find 4 different sizing, so you're not sure on quite like what the value of it is. You find 4 rubies.
Cool.
Nice.
Small, all things considered, but and obviously like some of them are still in the stone itself. But at this point, you could break them away and pocket.
Yeah, I'm gonna put them in my bag.
Cool. You're able to do it quickly. With my higher, you do notice an immediate shift. Spiders everywhere, still swarming. And then the ones that are next to you guys, Pierce, there's spiders that are close to where you are still. Immediately, some of them like were kind of nibbling at your legs. Some of them were making their way towards the rest of the party. I know some of them had been kind of towards the exit. They all make their way past you guys as they start heading towards the body of the mother, and they start to feast. And
Gross.
the spider's body is still dead, but just in the way that arachnids and insects ought to do. Even after death, there's still twitching and movement in the body as hundreds of these small spiders are consuming and just doing what natural order says to do, and just to eat. With that, you don't feel, especially with a nat 20, you don't feel like this reprieve and this moment of safety is going to last. Also with a nat 20, from where the Broodmother had tried to escape, there was like the massive stone that had collapsed. You look up, at first you hear it, and then you see it as cracks are starting to form along the roof of this cave. What would you guys like to do?
I mean, Pierce, I'm like on the opposite side of this like cavern at this point. So I'll use the rest of the movement that I do have to start heading towards the exit, as I already know that most of the group is already headed that way.
Yeah. So I'm free, right? I don't need to.
Yes, everybody is free at this point.
Okay, I'm going to use feline agility and double my speed.
Cool.
To get the freak out of here.
Yeah, at this point, Catriona's already fully out in the tunnel.
Yeah.
Now you're close to the entrance, just making your way out.
Yes.
Cool. You still have his bag. At this point, you see that Cavino is struggling from nearly dying twice at this point, but he is making his way along with the rest of you guys. You go ahead and roll me. Someone go ahead and roll me just a luck check.
I'll do it.
Okay.
I have yet to roll for the group.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be high.
I've been rolling like
you want high. I'm letting you know right now.
I want high. Okay. Well, now that you told me that. 11?
You currently have 6 rounds to get out of this mine.
Okay.
You guys can use motion. Obviously, there's a lot of dash actions and stuff, but there's about 30 to 40 seconds as you guys are like booking it that you start to hear the sound that you guys of all of the swarms of spiders that you guys had originally heard in the cave start making its way after you. And then immediate collapse of rock and stone as it starts filling in that room.
Okay.
You guys feel like the rest of it will probably progress pretty quickly. You guys start to make your way following, at this point, partially the map. You guys had already navigated your way through this mine before. You guys see the pickaxe that was holding the rope is still in place. The elevator is still at the bottom.
Great. And we can see it.
Yes. Yeah.
We have 6 rounds to get out of here.
I'll run it like deck save. As the mine is collapsing, everyone needs to roll. It's gonna be 6 rolls total.
Okay. Great.
The mine is collapsing. Rocks are falling. You guys are ducking in and out.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I think I'm gonna cast Long Strider at the 2nd level on Talea and Pierce.
Okay.
I have advantage on deck save.
Already?
I
All
also
deck
have
saves?
advantage.
All deck saves when I can see what is.
Just
Is
kidding.
it when you're enraged or?
It says advantage on decks against effects that you can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Barbarian live? Hell yeah.
Okay. Talea and myself then. We're besties.
Okay. Cool.
I think Pierce slaps my hand away and I just hit myself on the chest.
Okay. Cool. As you guys make your way into this large part of the mine, you're starting to feel the rest of the mine start to collapse. DC 12. First round. Let's go.
Okay. Should we just go in order? Pierce first.
Pierce, go ahead and roll.
I already did. I got 19
19.
without my plus.
Buka, go ahead.
Yeah, 17 on the dice.
Shout out to you giving Talea the long strider because she got an 8 on the first one total.
Come on.
Get 18 on the second one.
Let's go.
What did Val get?
13.
13? Just passed.
Mm.
Catriona is fine. With a 25, she's good. She's good.
Yeah.
14 for Cavino. Rocks are starting to collapse, but you guys are making distance. Catriona, honestly, the one that's probably the furthest ahead at this point. Go ahead and give me another DC 12. DC 13 dexterity save.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm still good.
Okay.
First roll is going to be an 8. Shout out to myself for giving myself Long Strider. And then a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Cool.
Yeah,
Catriona just gets 13.
Oh, no.
Val, what did you get?
23.
23.
Val
is thriving.
Yeah.
14 for Cavino. You guys are starting to get closer and closer, dashing as you guys feel like the ground underneath you roiling and shaking, moving as you guys are running. Go ahead and roll another check. This one's still DC 13.
DC 13.
I got a nat 20.
Okay. That's rude.
Well, I have advantage on all these.
Yeah. You said DC 14?
DC 14.
Cool. Yeah, 14.
Or sorry, DC 13. It's DC 13.
Okay, 14.
Cool. Val?
24.
Doing great. Talea, like one of her shoulders gets hit with a rock, and you see that she like falls on the ground really quickly. Catriona is like a lot further ahead. You see the Cavino slows down and picks her up.
Okay. So she's good for now.
She's good for now.
Okay. I would like to use a bonus action to throw her a bardic.
Very cool.
Sick.
This one, DC 14.
Oh, no. Okay, first roll is a 13. 13 on the die. 18.
18. I will say if you don't want to fail by more than 5. So this is where they're going to start getting more difficult.
Yeah.
If anybody fails it, you do have disadvantage on your following.
Damn
or
straight.
If you have advantage, you would roll straight.
Yeah, I have a contract to be on this podcast. I am not done if I fail one dexterity check.
Yeah.
Quick question. What are the mechanics for carrying someone? I mean, the most effective carrying that I've learned was in the military, and it's you go under one leg and their arm comes around and then you like grab their arm. So their leg is through here, and you grab their arm, and so they're like
The
over the back
fireman
of your
hold, no?
shoulders.
Yeah.
Primary carry? Yeah.
Yeah.
If you would like to use something like that, I would say you would have a flat roll. They wouldn't be rolling, you would be rolling, but you would be rolling flat. You wouldn't roll with advantage because you physically are carrying. Like even if you're strong, you're still physically carrying another body through a collapsing mine.
Okay. I think in my head, I'm thinking if somebody were to get hit bad, I was technically the farthest from the exit, so I am coming up behind everyone.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking ahead of like if somebody were to get hit bad and go down, my first thought is going to be picking them up and just carrying them the rest of the way.
So Cavino's doing something similar right now where he isn't quite as formulaic as yours is, but he is taking some of his own time and safety to pick her up. And so he would be rolling disadvantage next one. But I mean he rolls fine.
Yeah. Cool.
His dex is fine. Very cool. These last two are going to be DC 15.
Oh, the last one I got was a 24. By the way.
24?
Yeah. That was the last one.
I got a 25 on this one.
25 for this one.
17 for this one.
17. Buka.
First roll is a 7. Oh, 24. Let's go.
We're all really dexterous, huh?
We're pretty
Yes.
nice, yeah.
I think we are.
Katrina's ahead. Because her movement's also just ridiculous. I'll say because she's also been getting +5, like 5 and above on all these rolls. She's gotten a 19, 21 on all of these. So once Cavino helps pick her up on one of these, she ends up dashing ahead and she starts to get the elevator ready.
Nice.
Her physical movement is just beyond everybody else's. With a 9, Talea starts to fall behind,
Bardic, no?
even with a bar.
Oh my gosh.
Even with advantage,
9.
rolled total with Bardic 12.
Okay.
Cavino is gonna get her with a nat 20. Is able to grab her and basically uses some strength or momentum or whatever. And you see that he like propels her forward as Talea is starting to fall behind. Catriona like sees this and is starting to rush back. And Cavino just says, "Get the elevator. I got her. And then pushes her in front of him.
Let's go.
Last roll, you guys. DC 15.
DC 15.
Oh,
Oh,
got a 10.
Oh no.
I got a 22.
22.
First roll is a 7.
Am I picking up
Mhm.
Buka?
It's gonna be a 14.
If I'll have you re-roll, Pierce, it'll be flat
For who?
for Buka.
Or because I'm essentially picking up
I got a 10.
Buka and rolling.
Oh, you got a 10? Cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
it. I was like, you gotta choose, my guy. Oh no. Okay, wait. Let's see. Do I have anything? Do we have anything? Can I
Can
as
I-
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Can I use my action surge because I haven't used it yet to action on both of them?
Okay.
Yes, you may. It'll be 2 flat rolls. So one will be for
That's fine.
Buka, and then one will be for Val.
You have to decide right now which rolls.
I
Call
feel
it.
like Val's would have been first because
Okay.
you had more movement than her with your long strider, and you're like a feline running or whatever it was.
Mhm.
So this one's for Val.
Oh, easy peasy. 22.
Why would you say it like that?
At this point, I'll say that we were like, you guys are at the already. Catriona has lifted up the actual door to the elevator and is helping you guys up. And it's legitimately massive rock comes in. Buka, Val, you guys see this happening and you guys jump out of the way, but it's right at the entrance of the elevator itself. Pierce, you very probably not ceremoniously grab Val and toss her in. Go ahead and roll for Buka.
Don't look at me like that.
18.
18.
Yeah.
You at that point, so you are able to just fireman grab him and you make your way in. Catriona's in. Talea with a 4
Oh,
is gonna depend
On Kavino.
on Cavino.
Can I've got one more Bardic.
All right.
Do you toss it his way?
Yeah, I'll toss him a Bardic.
It's gonna be with disadvantage.
Oh my.
Go ahead and roll the d6. I don't want to roll a d6. You roll
Okay, I got you.
6. Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
6 on the die. First die, 18 on the die.
Fuck. Okay, well that's good because he's gonna roll a 19 right now, right?
Oh, no.
we killed her sister.
Well, I don't know.
With a 10 on the die. Oh, with a 10 total. Plus
Oh,
the 6.
Okay.
There is like a point where Talia falls. You see at this point, whatever, I mean, he's been healed up. You see the wound in his stomach is starting to like bleed out again, just from like the strain of the running over this last minute. And he almost goes into this low crouch as he's still running, picks her up and jumps in. And his body just hits against the bars of the elevator. Go, go, go. Immediately, you guys feel this jolt as the elevator goes up at a speed that is probably not the safest, but you start to just hear as the mine below you starting to collapse. You guys make your way to the top. She starts to slow it down. Pierce, go ahead and give me a strength saving throw.
Nice. Let's wait. 5. So 17.
17. You're able to help. You see at this point, as she's starting to slow down the elevator, because she basically took off the emergency brake just to shoot you guys up. And the rope is starting to like burn her hands as she lets go. You're able to grab on. You do take 4 points of damage as the rope itself is like burning through your hands, but you're able to grab on. And right before you guys are just shooting through and gonna break your necks, the elevator starts to slow down as you guys feel fresh, cold air hit your faces as you guys have made it to the surface again. And that is where we're gonna end tonight's session. Cue the music.
We ain't going underground anytime soon. That was fun.